lovely people. You are welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to cook and we are going to chat. And today the chat is on CS, Cesarean section, where a woman wants to give birth and then have to go through CS. Is it right or is it wrong? Is it abomination? What do you think about CS? Let's chat. Let's discuss this together. Today we are going to cook carrot rice. We are going to cook carrot rice. So this is my carrots. I got this grated carrot from my carrot juice. So I made carrot juice and then I decided to use the chaff to make carrot rice. And so when you make carrot juice, don't throw the chaff away. You can use it for either carrot rice or carrot cake. If you want to know how to make carrot juice, I will leave the link in the description box. So check the description part for a link to carrot juice. So this is what we are going to use for our carrot rice. I have dried thyme, I have mixed spice, I have salt, I have my rice, 1.5 cup of rice, I have oil, I have salt solution also here. Then I have some green vegetables here, spring onion, a bit of cabbage, green bell pepper, and onion. So that's what we are going to use. So I've added water to the oil. I'm going to allow it to boil, but before that I'm going to add salt to the water and let it boil before I add my rice to it. Okay, so while we wait for our water to boil in order to cook the rice, we are going to dice our vegetables for stir fry. Yes, we are going to make some stir fry and add to our carrot rice. I forgot to tell you, I'm using 1 egg for the stir fry, and I have some black pepper and white pepper also here. Okay, so we are done chopping our vegetables for the stir fry. Let's check on our rice. Just going to cover it with a napkin, lower it, and then allow it to cook very well. While we wait on the rice, we are going to prepare our stir fry quick. So the issue for discussion today is centered on CS. Sometimes I hear people who say, I want to give birth like Hebrew women. There are people who are in labor and doctors request that they should go for CS and they refuse. I was told of a story where a man was angry with the wife for giving birth through CS, because for him he has promised God that his wife will never give birth through CS, but it has to be through vaginal birth, Hebrew women birth. So the wife giving birth through CS. Meanwhile, the condition requires that she give birth through CS. And so this man was angry and was always insulting the wife, abusing the wife, that she's not a woman. There was somebody's story whereby the mother-in-law was always abusing this lady because she gave birth through CS, and she's seen as not a woman, not a real woman, because real women don't give birth through CS, they give birth through vaginal birth. And so there are a lot of people, they go to church for pastors to tell them you give birth like the Hebrew woman, and so a whole lot. Now, my question is CS an abomination? That no one is supposed to give birth through CS. And so people are like, I will give birth like an Hebrew woman. Meanwhile, you are a Ghanaian, you're not an Hebrew woman. And you are saying you want to give birth like an Hebrew woman. A lot of people have died as a result of childbirth because they didn't go through CS. I am not saying CS doesn't have some kind of negatives, or it doesn't have, but CS saves a lot. CS has saved a lot of women from dying through childbirth. And so why would we sit there and think that someone who gives birth through CS is not a real woman? The pain, I haven't given birth before, but I've spoken with some few people who have given birth through CS, and when they tell their experience, the pain they go through. Okay, so we are putting in our egg. Quickly put in my veggies. The pain they also go through, it's not only vaginal, but that is painful. CS is also painful. And so sometimes someone will give birth, then someone will ask, did you give birth by yourself? Imagine one away or one kasana away. This is very insulting. CS is equal to vaginal birth. We have all given birth. And so do not see a woman who gave birth through CS as not a real woman. It is not abomination. One thing you need to understand, the Hebrew women by then, God made them give birth that quick. And because Pharaoh that I wanted to kill newborn babies. And so God made sure that this woman will give birth before Pharaoh will get there. In their time, they had no technology. And so God intervened. When there are technologies that can help us solve our situation, and we still become ignorant and sit there and expect God to act, God will not act. Therefore, there are some women who have to give birth, but they are sleeping in some churches for pastors to pray for them to give birth through vagina. They have vaginal birth. And so if they are not going to give birth through vaginal birth, they will not go for CS. It's an abomination. Some will be praying and fasting and all that. Abomination. They don't want to give birth through CS. CS, vaginal birth, they are all childbirth. Okay, so I'm adding sauce solution, a bit of it, to my stir fry. Okay, we are putting in our spring onion. The Bible says that getting to the end, knowledge will increase, and CS is part of the knowledge that will increase. And so when God gives us this knowledge to help us solve our situations, and we sit there and we say, I want to give birth like the Hebrew woman, and so I don't go for CS, and then you will die, and you will go to hell. You won't go to heaven, you will go to hell, because you could have solved your situation. You chose to die untimely death, and so you go to hell. You won't go to heaven. It's just like, my question is, if someone is having kidney problem and they want to operate the person, is it wrong? Someone is having problem with the liver or heart problem and they go for surgery. It is the same as a pregnant woman whose situation calls for CS, for her to be able to give birth. And so if you have heart problem and you can go for surgery, heart surgery to treat your kidney stones and all that, and it's so okay, why is it that CS is not okay? CS should also be equally okay. And I don't want my stir fry to be too tender. I'm sure this is okay. So we have our vegetable stir fry ready. Okay, you are going to work on the rice now. Our rice is ready, so we are going to put it off. We already have saucepan on fire. We'll put in a bit of oil. So as I was saying, CS is not abomination. God has given us knowledge to care for ourselves. Let us stop seeing friends, family members who give birth through CS as not real women because they gave birth through CS. You gave birth through your vagina, so you are better than them. No. Oil is warm up now. We'll add onion to it. So just to give it some flavor. Okay, so we'll add the carrot to it. Now, because I use it for carrot juice, I've squeezed most of the taste out, so it doesn't have much taste in it. So that's what you do, you fry it a bit, and because it doesn't have taste, you give it a bit of taste. I'm going to add a bit of dried thyme to it. Okay, to give it a nice flavor, a nice taste. Okay, my kitchen is smelling nice. Okay, so we'll add a bit of the mixed spices to it. Okay, then we'll add a bit of white pepper, black pepper, dry pepper. So just stir it this way. Okay, at this point we can add our rice to it. And so, my dear watching me, stop thinking that if somebody doesn't give birth through vagina or doesn't go through vaginal birth, it means that person is not a real woman. Oh my goodness, my kitchen is smelling very good. At this point, you can taste and see if the salt is okay for you. If the salt is not okay, you can give a bit of salt solution to it, to your taste. Looks okay. I'm not going to add any salt to it. It is perfectly okay for me, and it's tasting so good. A bit of my spring onions to it. Okay, so it's ready. I'm going to pour it and then fry the remaining rice too. Okay, this is our carrot rice. Okay guys, so we are done with our carrot rice, and it's looking sumptuous and it tastes so great. I wish you could have a taste of it. Give it a try and you will love it. You can serve this with any sauce of your choice, but I'm going to serve it with my green chili pepper, sauce. You can check the description part for a link to how to prepare green chili pepper sauce. You can serve with any protein of your choice. CS is not abomination. CS is not a curse. Some people, when they go to the hospital and they say they will perform CS on them, they will cry, put their hands on their head as if, why now? See, a woman going through CS doesn't make her less of a woman. A lot of people are dying through childbirth, and so if CS can save someone, the mother and the child, why not? Let your wife go for it. Madam, go for it. Save yourself and save your child. And stop making it look like CS is abomination, it's a curse. CS is ideal for every woman who has complications, and even women who don't have complications but they want to give birth through CS. Go for it. God is not against it. You want to give birth like the Hebrew women. Meanwhile, you are a Ghanaian. A Futu woman like me. And moreover, at the time of the Israelites, those Hebrew women, the kind of food that they eat is not the food we eat today. And so you cannot compare their health to your health. And because things have changed, God has, in His own knowledge, given us technology that will help us to save our lives. We don't neglect certain things and die and say, let me leave it to God, when you could have done something about it. What you can do for yourself, God will not do for you. And so if your situation requires for CS and you refuse, God will not mind you. and you think your prayers have not done anything. Prayers, action works together. So CS is not abomination. Okay, so I am dishing some for myself. You will enjoy this. It tastes really good. This is vegetarian friendly. If you don't add fish to it and meat to it, it's vegetarian. Unless you don't take in egg at all. But this is vegetarian. I'm going to add my stir-fried veggies to it. Yes. I'll serve my green chili sauce with it. As I said, you can check the description part for a link to how to prepare green chili sauce. Okay, so this is the food I am going to eat this evening. It looks nice. It tastes great. It's nice. Let me try it with the pepper and see. Very nice. Try it. You will love it. My dear, CS is not abomination, okay? So stop looking down upon those who went through CS. The most important thing is you are alive, your child is alive and healthy. And so we call it another day. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube account. Share the video. If you want to learn how to sew, subscribe to my YouTube account and follow me, Max Clothing, on YouTube, and you'll be able to learn how to sew. Do you have a story or a topic you want us to discuss? Share with me. Thanks so much and God richly bless you. Bye-bye.
I will run, I will climb, I will soar.